some of her achievements are: she received Dr. N.P. Pillai Memorial Literary Award in 2017, Best Teacher Award in 2019, Best Article on Teachers' Day in 2010 and 2011. She presented 18 papers in international level and 26 papers at national level. And she published research articles in 35 and Scopus Index 4 and General 16 and published one book. And she developed 12 content. And I welcome you, ma'am, to this session. To handle this session, I welcome Smita, ma'am.
Thank you, Ananda. So happy to see you all. With all your permission, I'm starting the presentation. The topic today is Indian ethos and values. So we'll go for a session, and after that we'll have some fruitful discussion and all. Okay, I'm so thankful to the organizers of this program, the College of Engineering, Perimal, for the and actually I'm congratulating and thanking you all for such a wonderful topic. It is because it is already selected this topic within this concept, that is blended hybrid faculty development program, and it is actually based on deep learning, machine learning, and deep learning for real world problems with hands-on training in Python and all. And first time I really wondered why this is actually this topic is implemented in this with this faculty development program, and I was discussing with Professor Sujit sir. He was saying that this is the need they are permitting us to. They are focusing this type of activities also. So anyway, I will go for the Indian ethos and values. Let me start. Okay, is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So our topic today is Indian values and ethos. And actually we have to focus on classroom conduct and behavior, how Indian values and ethos is being implemented in our classroom conduct for the shaping of our students, the behavior pattern of our students, and what is the significance of those values and ethos in today's situation. That's what we have to look forward. And we all know that our India is actually it's a treasure trove of culture, developed over thousands of years and manifested in the form of arts, works of literature, then about customs, traditions, linguistic expressions, artifacts, heritage sites, and so on. And millions of people from around the world partake in, enjoy, and benefit from this cultural wealth in the form of visiting India for tourism or experiencing Indian hospitality, purchasing India's handicrafts and handmade textiles, reading the classical literature of India, practicing yoga and meditation, being inspired by Indian philosophy, participating in India's unique festivals, appreciating India's diverse music and art, and watching Indian films, amongst many other aspects. The preservation and the promotion of India's cultural wealth must be considered a high priority for the country, as it is truly important for the nation's identity as well as for its economy. And I think that is why this topic, I mean, this type of academic for this type of academic deliberations of faculty development program, Indian ethos and values are included. Maybe that is why. And so anyway, we'll go for Indian. What about ethos first? So ethos are actually they are the set of beliefs. Beliefs, ideas, that is, according to the Cambridge Advanced Learners Dictionary, defines ethos as a set of beliefs, ideas, etc., about social behavior and relationship of a person or a group. While Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary defines it as the moral ideas and attitudes that belong to a particular group or society. That is what are the beliefs, what are the set of what is to what extent we are practiced, and how we are brought up to a certain situation. So in what is actually of our beliefs and practice of customs, attitudes and all that shows the ethos. And especially when we think of the values, what about values? That is also a very important aspect. Values personally or socially preferable to an opposite or converse mode of conduct or end state of existence. Values are set of principles of standards of behavior. We all know different values, constitutional values, cultural values, then biological values or social values, personal values. Likewise, many different kinds of values are there. Values are generally they are the principles or standards of behavior. Why the system is existing, why the society is existing today, it's because of it is certainly because of these values. At least some are following the values. That is why this system of institution of society is existing. And if the value, if some sort of problem is occurring in the value system, that may affect the entire system, entire system of the order of the society. That's also what is happening nowadays in our society. But is whenever we see newspapers or whenever we see we hear a news from general news or television or what else we can see hear that how can they follow all these type of valueless activities, which is we are wondering that how it is happening every day and day. Today also there was news, there were many news in the newspapers that value system is totally disturbed. So values are a set of principles or standards of behavior. And we can say that there is a value system, or it indicates a hierarchy based on a ranking of an individual's values in terms of their intensity. Value system means it's a hierarchy based on ranking of individuals' values in terms of the intensity. So values help to achieve an amicable relationship with others. If we keep on doing something and if we preserve or protect the value commitment to the society or personal commitment, then we can say that the relationship will be we can strengthen. And terminal, we know that there are different types of values. Terminal values are there, instrumental values are also there. So what about terminal values? They are the desirable end states of existence or the goals that a person would like to achieve during his or her lifetime. So the attainment of Purusharthas. We usually say that in Indian traditional philosophical conception, we say that they are the Purusharthas, they are the Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. These are the desirable, that is that is end aim of our existence. So a person should have that attainment of this sort of purusharthas, and there should be an order of this, that is dharma. It is based on dharma. The basic principle is dharma. Everything is based on dharma. Our action, our deeds, our speeches, everything that should be based on dharma. So dharma, artha means that is there should be we should have some sort of maternal benefit, or maternal in the sense means in the real world where we live, we should have some sort. But the over action or over thinking of attainment of maternal benefit in the wrong way, that is not permissible, that's not true, that is not good, that is not fair according to this dharma. And dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Kama means the worldly desire. We should have a little bit of desire, that everything that should be there for each and every person. The desire should be there, but it should not be what that is that our desire should never hit others. Gandhiji used to say that it is there. We have the right to live, but our right should not be a burden to others' right to live. That's what. We all have the right to live in our society, in our universe, but our right should not be a burden to others' right to live. That's what. So that we should have that control. So that is what we said. And if we follow all these activities, so follow all this dharma in all our doings, and we can attain moksha. That is what this eternal values like Purusharthas they say. And there are instrumental values are also there. So instrumental values are preferable modes of behavior of or means of achieving one's terminal values. That is, they are known as gunas. Why values are actually known as gunas, or means and ends. So how do we go? Whichever path we select in order to attain that aim of our life. So we are all teachers, or we have that desire in our mind that we should become great teachers. We should become inspiring teachers. So how can we attain that in life, or that's our aim, our motto. So that should be through the way of goodness, the way of values, way of virtues. Likewise, we have to. So by values of worthy, or they are actual ideals or customs or institutions, etc., that arouse an emotional response for or against them in a given society or a given person. That's what. And actually, character is the foundation of values. The character in the sense means subhava. We usually say that it's a subhava means it is our own. The character is because it is divine. It is inner. So character is it's unique. It is a unique aspect. Swami Vivekananda used to say that a man of character is the one who will never he will never do a sin even when he is alone. That is, even in the absence of a person, if the person is not at all doing any sin, he can
Hello,
still.
excuse me, ma'am. Sorry to
Yes, yes.
interrupt. Your voice
Okay.
is not so clear. Uh,
Not clear.
yeah,
Okay.
I think I'm not sure whether it's just with me, but if the other audience you can clear it, you can hear it clearly. Let me know. Are you able to hear it well?
Is it the problem
Ma'am,
or what?
if possible, little more louder. That's the problem.
Okay, okay. Okay, sir.
Or maybe if you can use a headphone or anything like that, it would be nice.
Ah, yeah. Headphone. Okay, sir.
I
I will
think your
speak louder.
voice is just spreading. It's just spreading, and it's like we could hear both echo, everything together.
Okay. I'll try to. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we continue. So character is the foundation of, is it clear now, sir? How is it now?
Yeah, it's better, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Okay. So character is the foundation of values. So sequence says like a character. Then once we acquire the character, we can acquire certain values, and through the values will form our attitude and will shape our attitude. And through that attitudinal shaping, the behavior is formed that way. So it should start from the character itself that's there. Then human values is a sum total of qualities. Different qualities are there. So it's a qualities like truthfulness, integrity, then gratitude, then humbleness, then what forgiveness, patience. Then we can say that transparency or charitableness, likewise, or simplicity, etc. So human values make a person. What can we say that? That is antarmukti in our philosophical term. We can say that antarmukti or interiorized. While skills or skill means it is somewhat it's a proficiency or performance likewise. So values in the sense means it's from innate, and the skills will make him more and more. That is, we can say that skill make the person behirmukti or exteriorized. Human values transcend more ethical and spiritual values. So that is what values. So these are the what about the values we have to see for Indian concept. And next one. And that's why it's used to say that is when wealth is lost, nothing is lost. When health is lost, something is lost, and when character is lost, all is lost. We used to say. So that's also somewhat it signifies that the importance of character that should be there, and how this character can be formed. How can we help our students to shape their character or to shape their behavior? Character we cannot shape anything, but even then the behavior we can shape, because that is what the importance of schooling. That is what the importance of societies. There are different agencies of education. We can say that through education, we teachers are actually doing the formation or shaping of character, the behavior of our students. And there are different agencies of education. So actually, we should know in order to frame or in order to shape the behavior of our students, we should know what about education. Actually, what is the essence of education? That is there. We should know that. So education in the sense means the word education actually it is a Latin word, and it is derived from educia or educia. We can say that is to bring up, or the meaning is to bring up or to train or to nourish, likewise education. That the concept of education is actually a real concept of education. This is the modification of natural development, because natural in the sense means it is obviously it is true that because we cannot do anything upon the students. We cannot completely change the character of a child. We cannot completely make modifications in a particular person. Or what we can do is we can just shape the activities or shape his behavior. So that is why it is say that it's a modification of natural development. Or else we can say that that because education, there are three pillars actually. Through education, a person is attaining knowledge, skills, as well as values. And without knowledge, if the person acquires skills or values, there is no meaning at all without knowledge. And if without skills, if the person is attaining knowledge or values, there is no use at all. And now, and the very important thing is, if without values, if person is attaining knowledge or skill, actually do that particular knowledge is not at all having any utility, or it cannot be applied in proper situations, because knowledge and wisdom, that both are different. So because knowledge is something, we are collection of information, and the other side, the wisdom is that the application of knowledge in proper situations, how to apply knowledge. That's what wisdom. or the philosophical term we say that it's a search for truth or how to apply the knowledge. That is only knowledge means only that collection of information, what is being attained us, but that is we have to use it properly. We have to use it wisely. That's what wisdom. So there is difference between these two. So concept of education is actually as such modification of natural development. And actually, man is primarily, we all know that man is primarily distinguished from other animals because of his education ability, because he has the power of thinking, he has the power of intelligence. So it is education which promotes his intelligence. And that is what why we say that man is a rational being. So animal character, then human character, and rational being. That is, we are from infancy to maturity, or from darkness to light. That way, education will lead us. That is what. So education, we can say that it's a process of development and growth of a person from infancy to maturity. So it's a process by which a person learns how to adapt himself to physical, social, and spiritual environment gradually and in many ways. How can we adapt to a certain situation? How can once a student is entered into an institution, how can we adapt? How can the particular person adapt to that certain situations? Or we can say that it is social, non-social, and anti-social. In that sense, we can say. So social means he is having all those knowledge of the rules and regulations of that particular institution, and he's following all those. We can say that he's having some sort of social behavior. And it is antisocial means even though he is having the knowledge of those rules and regulations of that particular institutions, and he's not at all following, purposely not at all following those rules. And if it is non-social means he is not at all aware of any rules and regulations of that institution. Likewise, we can distinguish, and our entire aim is to shape the character of to shape the behavior of the person in order to become a social being. So socialization is the main aim of education, and especially education is a process which goes on continuously all through one's life. We can say that it's a lifelong process. It's a lifelong process, and it is a process of organizing or reorganizing experiences. Even each and every minute, each and every second, in all days, in all moments, we gain certain experiences. And through that experiences, that is actually, it's the process of gaining of experiences. And we are gaining through that experience. From each experience, we will find a product. We can say that it is outcome. So nowadays it is being used as outcome-based education, outcome-based evaluation, likewise. So from each process, the person is getting some sort of product, outcome. And again, in some other situation, he can reorganize those whichever knowledge he has gained actually, and he can reconstruct those experiences. That is why it is a continuous process likewise. And so that we can say that education is a process of organizing or reorganizing experiences. And it is a process specially designed that influencing the development and growth of a person. So that is how a person is growing. And especially as it is given, education is having, that is 3 pillars, especially the process of education, the attainment of gaining knowledge. In the sense means it's not only knowledge, that is skills and values and education, so that we can say that education is an integrated growth. It's not only gaining of one aspect, but it's an integrated growth. These 3 should be there. Then only we can say that a person is an educated person. So where we are lagging, or where we are not at all sufficient enough to reach, to make our children, to make our students to reach there, that is what we have to think of. So that is why it is a responsibility of the educational institutions, then especially teachers, and not only the teachers, that is society also, including parents, and all, to impart such education among our students who are in the grooming stage actually, and in the they are in the molding age. That's also there. So that is our responsibility we have to think of. And in that sense, we can say that all students are very good persons, very good citizens. So every student is beautiful. That is because Nobody is there, nobody will be there who is intensely doing something. But even though the society is there, society will make the person think so, that's there. But we can say that is at their starting age, the starting period of their education, their schooling, and in those days, only situations that make the person, or the surroundings make the person, make that child think in a different manner. So if the base is dharma, or the base is only value-based education or value-oriented education, we cannot say that the person will go in a deviant direction. So that is our responsibility, how it should be, that we have to think, and students will be able to learn different social habits like helping the people, then what, gentleness, respect of elders, respecting the elders and teachers, and like so many. We should help those students. So institutions should infuse moral feelings among students. Relationship between teacher and student will be cordial. And most vital thing is the formation of character. That is our intention, that is our responsibility, that we have to do. So we can say that every student is beautiful, and then what is our duty is to make him or the person a better person. Even though he is beautiful, we have to make him by shaping his behavior. We have to make the person, by make our students a better person. That is why these values or ethos are very important. Now we have to think of our India. So the Indian tradition is there. So our India has a rich intellectual and cultural tradition. See, in our Upanishad, it says that the education, the meaning of education is given in the Upanishad, that is asatoma sadgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityurma amritam gamaya. That is the Shanti Mantram. It is, we all know the meaning of that. Asatoma sadgamaya. That is, lead me from, or lead us, or guide us from asat to sat. That is from ignorance to knowledge. That is what education. And then it is tamasoma jyotirgamaya, it also says. So tamas means it is darkness, and jyotis means it's light. So education leads us from darkness to light. And mrityurma amritam gamaya, that's also given, that is lead us from mortality to immortality. So however, mortality to immortality sentence, a person's deed or faith, that should be immortal even after his death. That is his deeds that should be there forever. His actions should remain by everybody forever. That is what lead us from mortality to immortality. That is what, so such a great tradition we have. And Indian ethos, in the sense, we have to see that. So there are different salient features of education also there. So we have the culture of Gurukula system of education. So Indian tradition is not merely a means of earning a living, nor it is only a nursery or thought or a school for citizenship. It is initiation to human souls in the pursuit of truth and the practice of virtue. So the ancient schools followed the principle of education for self-realization and self-sufficiency. So Gu, we have the great tradition of Gurukula system of education in India, that was prevailed in India. Gu, Shabdantan Andhakaram, Ru Shabdantan Nirudhaka. So Guru means, or the teacher, means one who is leading us from darkness to light, one who is leading us from ignorance to knowledge, one who is leading us from mortality to immortality. That is that the great gurus. So we have that such a grand tradition. And what about the salient features of Indian ethos? That's also we should know. So much of the ethos or beliefs or attitudes or customs are derived from the ancient Indian scriptures like Vedas or Upanishads or Ramayana, Mahabharata, Gita, Manusmriti, then Arthashastra, etc. Then Indian ethos places emphasis on the inner resources, Atma, inner resources. Inner resources are much more powerful than the outer resources, that is Brahma. Brahma means outside, whatever knowledge we are gaining from outside, and Atma means the inner knowledge, inner inside. Jnana and Vijnana, we used to say. So Indian ethos places great emphasis on the values and ethics. That is, money is not the power, and in fact, knowledge, good health, and sound character impart the real power. So that is for in this materialistic world where we are giving importance to material benefits, that was not the actual concentration of Indian ethical aspect, Indian traditional values. They gave importance to values and ethics. And that is good knowledge, good health, and sound character impart the real power. That was the uh, focus in those days. Indian ethos lays greater emphasis on values and be in human or ethical. And now we can see which are the what are the salient features of those values. And here it is. There are certain salient ideas and thoughts of Indian ethics. It's given. So it is these are the Sanskrit terms. So the English term is given actually. First one is Atmano Mokshatam Jagat Hitija. That is Atmano Mokshatam Jagat Hitija. It is a great idea, a great concept of great Rigveda, our ancient text of knowledge. There are four different Vedic texts. So from Rigveda it is given. And what is the meaning of that is all, it is something related to work, dedication, sincerity. These were the qualities already uphold in those situations. So whatever be the work, all work is an opportunity. There it is saying, Atmano Mokshatam Jagat Hityaje. That is, all work is an opportunity for doing good to the world and thus gaining materially and spiritually in our life. Whatever be the work provided to us, given to us, even though we are we do have different roles. Roles are there. We are teachers, we are social members, we are in our home, we are mothers, fathers. Likewise, we are even students. Likewise, we do have recognize various roles. We have to perform various different roles are there. So whatever be the role, always think that it's an opportunity for doing good to the world and thus gaining it. Even though spiritually that is the other that mindset make us so feel spiritual, as well as it's through that kind of doing we can gain material benefit also. That is not the main focus, but it will come. That's only. So that spirituality. So whatever be that dedication you should have. That is the first thing. And even this character, this idea, or else this quality, we should impart upon our students also. Whatever be there, a student who is a student actually, then one who is having the studious habit. So studious habit in the sense means their prime duty is to study. If a student means their prime duty is to study, and in addition to that, they are doing many different activities. But even then, their prime duty, they should always think that, and as students, so my duty is to study. So that is a work, that's an opportunity provided to the students for doing goodness, or through performing their duty well, they are doing goodness to the society. Then next one is Archat Dhana Manabhyam. That is what? That is again Dhana. Dhana Manabhyam. That is what given. So worship people not only with material things, but also by showing respect to their enterprising divinity within. So always think that always we have to assess a person not on the basis of his material accumulation, but we have to respect, we have to recognize, or we have to give acknowledgement to that person with respect to their divinity, the way he is doing, his sincerity, devotion to his work and all. That way we have to give respect to that, to a person. That is Archat Dhana Manabhyam. And next is Natmana Vidya Veeryam. That is what the third one. Atmana Vidyade Dhiryam, it is strength and this inspiration for excelling in work comes from the divine, God within, or through prayer, spiritual readings, and unselfish work. Spiritual in the sense means it's not always thinking like God, God, God. It's not that way, but it is that is doing sincere, 100% sincerity to our work, doing sincerity our karma. The karma or doing sincerity in the sense means we are dutiful or dharmic means to our karma. In that way, we have to then only we'll be getting that Dhiryam or Atmana Vidyade Dhiryam means strength and inspiration for excelling in work comes from the divine. If we have that much of 100% sincerity, if we have that much of 100% dedication to our work, we will get that sort of strength and inspiration also will get how, okay, I have to complete it with high 100% perfection. Likewise, each person will think and act. Then, if everybody is following this type of mindset, then what about the condition of our world? No, so it's in way to even though it is not at all 100% if we are not at all following, but still we have to make it as our habit, or we have to make it as a practice of our life. So that is there. And next one is yoga karmashu kaushalam samatvam yoga uchyate. That is what. So yoga karmashu kaushalam samatvam yoga uchyate. So as we think, so it says that he who works with calm and even mind achieves the most. So calm mindedness. So that is what a person should have, that calm mindedness. Always he should have some sort of concentration, shraddha. In that sense, we can say that shraddha. That's the word they used, or concentration. In that way, they have to, if the person should do the work. And next one is Yadishi Bhavana, Yasyam Siddhi Bhavati Tadrishi. That is the Yadishi Bhavana, Yasyam Siddhi Bhavati Tadrishi. As we think, so we succeed. That's why. The power of intelligence, the power of contemplation, power of thinking, that is there. So why we are existing? Because why we are existing? Because we have the power to think. So we can say that as we think, so we succeed, and so we become. If we are not at all utilizing the power of contemplation, if we are not at all using the power of thinking, the power of intelligence, the God-given unique teacher of man, that is what the power of thinking or power of using the power of intelligence. If we are not at all using it properly, how can we succeed? So what to do is, as we think, so we succeed. We should know, and we should become. Attention to means ensures the end. So we should have the firm faith in the final, where we have to reach, the aim that should be there. So today's world, the students used to say that there is no aimfulness in our education system. We cannot totally depend upon our education system, whether we will get a job or not. But that should be, that mentality should be changed. Even though we know that our system of education is experience, and what is actually practices also show that this is what is happening. But even then, once it is firmly determined, once it is selected in our mind that I have to become such a good personality, or good, I have to achieve that particular way, it means the person, he himself, he will succeed. So he will get some sort of ways. He will find out some sort of ways to achieve his aim. So that is what, in that situations, as we think, so we succeed, and so we become Yadishi Bhavana. We should have that Bhavana. Yasya Siddhi Bhavati Tadrishi. That's what. And then next one is Parasparam Bhavayada Treyaparam Bhavapatis. That is, what is that? The meaning is by mutual cooperation. This is what this one Yadishi Bhavana Parasparam Bhavayada Sreyaparam Bhavapa is it. That is what. So with mutual cooperation and respect and fellow feeling, all of us enjoy the highest good, both material and spiritual. That is, we should have that cooperative mentality. We should have the respect of others, our fellow feeling, certain values. That is, we can say that they are the universal values. We should follow those universal values by that is following the mutual cooperation. We should respect the fellow feeling. As Gandhiji said, we all have the right to live, but our right should not be a burden to others' right to live. In the sense means they also have the same sort of feelings. They also have the same sort of mindset and all. We should respect their personality. We should respect their thoughts and all. That we should do. That is what this is the one that shows. And next one is Teshanam Sukham, Teshanam Shanti Saswati. That is what Teshanam Sukham, Teshanam Shanti Saswati. Or we can say that is infinite happiness. Teshanam Sukham means infinite happiness and infinite peace. Shanti, peace, come to them who see the divine in all beings. So that is again shows the dedication. Again say that, okay, I'm getting this opportunity because this is a blessed opportunity. I'm a student in the sense means, okay, I'm a student, I am blessed. I'm a teacher in the sense means we can say that we should feel that, okay, I am blessed to do my duties as a teacher. So whatever the duty you were assigned, that you should take it as a karma or dharmic. In that sense, we have to think of. So infinite happiness, and you can attain infinite happiness if you think so. That's why, because your concentration and you are doing will be concentrating to the goodness of all those things. So infinite happiness and infinite peace come to them who see the divine in all beings. And the last one more thing is they say that is Paraspar Devo Bhava. Okay, that is very clear. Paraspar Devo Bhava in this regard means we have to show that mutual respect, regard the other person as a divine being. We also always we should consider other person also as a divine being, and all of us have the same consciousness. Through our package and containers are different, even though containers are different, the same personalities are there. So Paraspar Devo Bhava, we have to respect others' feelings, or we consider it as a divine being. So these are the main tenets or main tenets of our ethos, in salient features and thoughts of Indian ethos. And for that, we had to, what are the different features are also there. So what about the different features of Indian values and ethos that we have to think, that we have to see? Main one thing is significance to selfless activity. They have given importance to selfless activity, not selfish. We have to think a lot for that. That is, acting selflessly can help us to connect other people, because helping others makes us feel good, and in turn the other person experiences feelings of gratitude. As a result, we bond with each other, so we can enhance the number of friends, or make sure that we be rational always. That should be there, because today if we follow this type of selfless activities, we are sure what will happen. So, but even then, if everybody is following these things now, we can make sure that our society or our country will become a great India or Bharat, or a great world that we can facilitate. So significance to selfless activity. That was the Indian feature of the Indian ethos. They actually followed. And next one is, it is the dutifulness. So the meaning of dutiful, it is duty bound, as what now just we have mentioned. Meaning of dutiful is filled with or motivated by a sense of duty. So sense of duty in the sense means in our traditional text of Bhagavad Gita, it says, everybody knows that this is sukha dukhe same kritva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujyasva nevam papama mapapsyasi. That is what So that is fight for the sake of duty, treating alike happiness and distress, both happiness and sorrow. They will consider as same. They will treat it as same, and gain or loss, whatever it is, they also treat as same. And victory and defeat, whatever it is, they also treat it as same. So sukha dukkhe same, कृत्वा लाभा लाभौ जया जयौ ततो युद्धाय युजिस्व naivam papamavapsasi. That is what. So fulfilling your responsibility in this way. So thus you shall not incur any sin. You won't become a sinner. So you have to do your duty well. That was the duty related one quote from Bhagavad Gita. And one more thing that is so familiar to all of us, that is karma yoga or karmanyeva karmanyeva adhikarasye ma bhaleshu kadachana ma karma bhala hedurbhur mate sangostva karmani. That is there. So always we should work as a devotion. So karma yoga is a good pathway for self purification or self development. Work alone, you have the right. Nishkama karma. That is what say. Whatever be your work, that you have to do it with 100% perfection. You won't wait for the bhala, or you won't wait for the result. Result will come to you with happiness and prosperity. That is there. If you are doing your duty in a full-fledged manner, you are sure that you can make sure that the result will also be happiness and it will make you prosperous. So karma yoga is a good pathway for self-purification and self-development actually. So individual as well as collective growth and welfare. So result is all around happiness and prosperity. And then the doctrine of action or karma occupies a very significant place in the Indian system of life and that education also. We have to do our duty well. That is always ensuring our duty well. Action or karma should not be for the redemption of mankind. That we have to make sure. And this has been the ideal of the doctrine of karma, as also of the educational system of ancient India. So doctrine of karma, that is also there. And now it says, third one, to fight against evil is the duty of man. We have to follow, always we have to follow the path of dharma. We have to fight against evil. So what is evil, or it is wrong, what is right and wrong, that's also somewhat, we can say that it is relative. To a great extent, it is relative. But even then, the basic aspect is there. The base of the standard of behavior is also there. If something is harming others, or something, if we are doing some harm to others, we can classify it as a wrong thing. It is a sin. If we are doing something good for others, even to the person himself or to the society or to all, if we are doing the goodness, we can classify it as it is right. So in that sense, we can say so always fight against evil. That is a duty of man. That's also given. And now, next one is self-effort is the keynote for success. That's also our Indian values say self-effort. We don't expect or don't wait for somebody will help you. No? We have to just try our level best. Even after for the examination, the students may think that, or else we also like that. At the last moment itself, we will. And after completing that particular activity, we can say that okay, something is missed. I could have been done better. Likewise, so no use of that type of thought. No, we have to do our duty well, or at least we can try our level best before the action. So this is what. So whatever be, you have that capacity. You have that. So always we should have a firm determination. Always we should have trust upon us. I can do. So like we say, we should have self-effort should be there. That is the keynote of success. That is the, so one more, and next one is means are more important than ends. That's also there, because means in the sense means the route or the path we choose to attain that aim. is important than our aim, because we have to select, always we have to select the right path. Always we have to select the clear path. In the sense means, right in the sense means, don't do any harm to others and for your gain. For attaining your gain, if you are doing any harm, means that won't flourish. That won't serve to goodness or success. One day you have to answer for that. So in that sense, we should work hard and with firm determination, and right through the right path. Always choose the right path. That's there. And next is the quality of work. Quality of work life and work ethics. Quality of work life in the sense means, why work? Why are we working? That we can also ask this type of questions to us. Why we are working? So that is, we can say that to purify the mind and the heart. If you are engaging in some activity, that is chitta shuddhi, we say that. If you are simply sitting without doing anything, means our mind will go around and we cannot control our mind. Then it may lead to certain destroyable aspects and all. We can Because if we are not doing anything, any work at all, so always work for the purity of mind and heart, and to become wise, to provide a public benefit. We can say that. So not only for the benefit of me, but also for the benefit of the society or the world around us, I am working. In that way, if we think, our work will be so dedicated. In that way, we can think. So, what is work? And in that sense, we can say that to nurture each other, it is a form of yoga, yajna, or the sacrifice. We are doing a lot for the goodness of the mankind or goodness for the others. It is a worship of the divine. And how to work, that is also we have to think. So with the spirit of renunciation or tag, or to, we can say that, uh, and by self-interest, we have to sacrifice for the work and all. And excellence and perfection, attainment of excellence and perfection, that should be our aim. So whatever it is, through the right path, through without disturbing others, or through the right path, we have to attain excellence and perfection in our work. As teachers, it's our responsibility to make aimful. The education should be aimful to our students. So we also can work together to attain this type of perfection. And there are three golden rules also there. No, three golden rules of ethics. That is, everything you want others to do to you, you shall do to others. Whatever you expect from others, that only you do to others. If you are expecting a bad thing, if you are not expecting something wrong from others, you should never do it for the others. That's a golden rule. And next is, do not do to others that which you do not wish them to do to you. That is, whatever the things you don't want to don't want to get from others, please don't do to others also. And do not do anything to others that, if done to you, would cause harm to you. That's also there. So somebody has done a great mistake upon you, and you are thinking that, okay, I have to do back. I have to give it back to him. That way, please don't think. That's what our Indian Upanishad now says. They say that don't do any harm to others, even though it is there. So, and some other things also. There are several founding principles or common values in our culture. These include Tyaga. Tyaga in the sense means, which is renunciation or sacrifice. And Dhana, which is liberal or giving. Then Nishtha, or which is dedication, through the certain firm determination or dedication. And Satya, which is truth, that is there. And Ahimsa, which is non-violence. And Upeksha, which is forbearance, or we can say that tolerance. So these are the different common values. Tyaga, Dana, that is the Dana, and Nishtha, that should be there. So Satya, Ahimsa, and Upeksha. All these are the qualities we have to imbibe upon, and we have to impart upon our students through forming the basis of cultural contributions. And that's the first session. Okay. Sir, what about the
Thank you, ma'am. Participants, we are going for a short break and the session will continue after 10 minutes.
Okay, shall we start? Shall we continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next part is that is some sort of Indian intellectual traditions. We can discuss with some sort of intellectual traditions, and after that we'll do some various disciplines of intellectual traditions are there. Even then, after that we have to completely go for that is discipline of mathematics. How India's whatever India has done, or what are the contributions of India? Special case of mathematical applications or Vedic mathematics will do. That is what our plans. So let's move forward. Next is that is the Indian intellectual tradition and various disciplines. Actually, even though we were discussing with the concepts of classroom conduct, we have to think of how we can implement these Indian values and ethos in our classrooms. So whenever we teach a particular subject, we have to see what type of, from where it has originated. What is the peculiar situation for its invention. Any peculiar situation was there or not, that way we have to think of. And if we contribute those aspects also in our classrooms, that would be a great achievement for the students. That would be great achievement for their for increasing their awareness or increasing their interest in learning that particular subject. So we have to implement the knowledge of the historical aspects also. And for that particular thinking, for enhancing this particular concept, we have to know what are the contributions of India in various aspects, in various fields. India has been a repository of wealth since the days of your wealth. Not only the nature's bounty in the form of minerals, rivers, seas, and forests, and not only in its rich spiritual and cultural heritage that is known and acknowledged the world over, but also its intellectual wealth. And not many in the present generation, actually steeped in the modern concepts of science and technology, can appreciate that some of the developments hailed as major advancements and milestones today, and that is advancements of science and technology, may have in reality been discovered and developed ages ago. Many in the world know of India in terms of its philosophy, mysticism, architecture, sculpture, performing arts, and the like. Few are aware that India was also the fountainhead of important foundational scientific developments and approaches. We have rich treasure of knowledge. That is, we have rich universities, treasure packed universities, Nalanda, Takshila, and all. And many from outsiders, many from other countries, they have come to India, and they have learned many remarkable knowledge from India. They have attained many remarkable, and they introduced those knowledge to the world for the first time. And now, for example, our Indian Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem is also there in our Sulpa Sutra. Sulpa Sutra is our holy text, or it is that is a rich treasure of knowledge that is there. And in the Sulpa Sutra, everything is explained detailed explanation is there in Sulpa Sutra. How for the rituals and all, how these bricks are to be formed, bricks are to be arranged like, and there it shows the relationship between a right angle, the triangle shape of it. And there it shows what is the relationship, that is hypotenuse square is equal to then base square plus altitude square, it describes. And Pythagoras, a Greek mathematician, he came to India and he learned all these things, and he is the one who has propagated this for the first time to the world. And that is how we know this Pythagoras theorem after his name. And likewise, many Indian intellectual traditions are there, and these are some knowledge aspects I have taken from the whole this book, that is Samskrita Bharati I have taken, so some knowledge are there. Not only this, only glimpses I have taken. So this is an astronomical knowledge. Yeah, the world is due to the sun god. Living beings get their strength and energy from him. That is what here it says. And it is Taittiriya Aranyakam. In 3.1 it is given. So that was there. And afterwards only, the fact that sun is the source of energy was well known to Indians from Vedic period itself. And this is next. This picture shows that is the sun, the center of solar system. It also says the sun holds the earth and the celestial region. So sun is the attracting power of all heavenly bodies. Here also it is given. So an instance of Bharatiya culture always being knowledge centered. This is also taken from Samskriti Bharati, and this is from the discipline of astronomy. And now we can see some more from astronomical classification also. That is the path of or the orbit. Here it says the orbit. Orbiting planets. That is it. It's given. So that this concept of gravitation is also explained in our Siddhanta Shiromani. That is, it was written in 528 AD. So Siddhanta Shiromani, it is there. The concept is that the massive celestial bodies are attracted powerfully towards by her own gravitational force, and they appear to fall as a result of such attraction. But when equal forces act on a body in space from all sides, how can it fail? That is orbit of planets. And next is some other thing is also from astronomy, that is given as astronomical instruments of ancient India. And this is also from Siddhanta Shiromani. It is given, our holy textbook, that is Yendra Vaidya. It is given, and 528 AD it is written. So this instrument, it's an instrument given. It is made of ivory, consists of a circular platform and of the horizontal plane, and Shanku post is there at the center. And this is used to trace the sun's path and also to know several facts of astronomy. So that's way Indian contributions are ever memorable and ever useful. And we are all not at all only little bit knowledge we're all having. And here also from some physics, origin of matter. That is also from Taittiriya Upanishad, Brahmanda Valley. That is origin of matter. It is given from Tat or absolute cause. Tat, that is what they say. Space came, from which wind came, from which fire came, from fire water came, and from water earth came. That's what it's given. And the speed of light is also there. It's also, this is from Rigveda, that is Rig Samhita. The sun quickly pervades the whole world. That is what it's given. And 1 yojana. It is remembered that the sunlight travels 2,202 yojanas in half a nimisha. And it is also given 1 yojana is 9 miles, and 110 yards or this much miles, everything is there. So what an insight to give the speed of light that is there. And some more from physics, that is causation, cause and effect relationship. The world, the universe exists because of causation. It is also given. So there is no effect possible without a cause. But the absence of effect does not mean the absence of cause. That's given. And varieties of magnets also, that's also given. It is from, this is also from Samskrita Bharati. It is given everything. So different 5 basic varieties of magnet is also there. And from chemistry also, you can see some different innovations from different disciplines. Then exaltation mercury. Tijek Padhana. This is Tijek Padhana Yendra is given. So that is place the chemical in a vessel provided with a long tube immersed in an inclined position, which enters into another vessel arranged as a receiver. The mouth of the vessel and the joints should be sealed. Likewise, it is given everything. This is also the Indian contribution to for a long days before or long years back. They have invented all these things. And the next one is that is extraction of mercury. That's also given. So sublimation is the process to remove the naga and vanga doshas from Carida or mercury. So it is a great invention. And likewise, it's not only from these are all, but from different disciplines. So mathematics is a great contribution. The shunya or zero, it's the contribution of our Bharat or India. They have given this type of invention to the world. Actually, it's not for saying that everything, not for saying that, not for claiming that ancient Indian rishis know everything, every science and all, not to declare that India is the homeland of all knowledge. It is nothing but to inform the world that ancient Indian scientists have invented, discovered, and scientifically documented many theoretical and applied theoretical knowledge and applied science and technological knowledge which has the same qualities and quantifications as that of modern science and technology. They were the great inventors. So zero, they are the great invention from mathematics, and it is the because since the zero or junior, since it is existing, even in the computer, we can just absence and presence or with the symbol zero we can put. Then next is numbers also. The decimal system of numbers, what we follow today, that is from 0 to 9 digits. That's also the contribution, our Indian contribution. Like this, many contributions we have got. Only I have taken a little bit from this. Now we'll move on to mathematics and how Indian mathematics is helping today's world through the knowledge of, through the acquisition of Vedic mathematics. Just see how it can be. So I think You can all hear the slides, is it? Is it clear? The slides are visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now let's try for this Vedic mathematics. I think some are familiar with this Vedic mathematics and all. What about Vedic mathematics? It's a simple techniques of mathematical calculation. That's only. So here for finding the product of because for in finding for learning about Indian ethos and values, we cannot implement. How can we implement this in our classrooms? We once the teacher is applying or teacher is doing all these things, then only we can say that students also will be benefited from those activities. Otherwise, simply if we say, okay, this is what India, this is the tradition of India, like this, if we say means nothing will happen. They won't follow all those activities. And the thing is that whatever be the contributions of Indians in all different fields. So it is India is a great treasure, intellectual traditional treasure of knowledge. In all fields, in different fields, we have got our own innovations and discoveries. So all these things we have to, whatever be your discipline, each teacher has to get the knowledge of their own discipline from the innovations of or discoveries of India, and we have to apply this in our classrooms. Then only we can implement the whole spirit of Indian ethos and cultural traditions in our classroom, so that they can also will get some sort of feeling that I can also do some sort of innovations or I can also do some contributions to the world. And not only that, at the same time, we are making our country more progressive, as well as we are thinking that we are getting that spirit of like we are proud regarding our motherland like this. So here it is, Vedic mathematics, and this is the usual procedure of multiplication. We all know 35 and 35, that is 175, and this is 105. And using Vedic multiplication, we can just do this in one line method. So here it is 5 and 5, 5 5s are 5. And this is 112. And here is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. And 4 3s are 12. In that way, we can multiply. And this is a technique or sutra which is known as Eka Adhikena Purvena, or by one more than the previous one. So can you please help me by implementing this? If I do this, this is what? Eka Adhikena Purvena. And now, can anybody see this answer? 15 15s using this Vedic mathematics. First of all, we have to take 5 and 5. And 5 5s are 25, we have to write as it is. And we have to add this 1 to 1 and be getting 2.
225, right? 15 times 15, 225.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Then 25 25.
625.
Okay, good, sir. Thank you. 625. And 35 35 in that way.
1225.
Very good. So 1 2 2 5. So 5 5s are 25 and 3 plus 1 4. 4 3s are 12. And next one is 45 and 45.
2025.
Very good. Thank you. So 20 and 25. That's the answer. Very easy by implementing or applying Vedic mathematics. So 55 and 55.
3025.
Yes, correct. 30 and 25. And 65 65 also you can do the same way. 6 plus 1. Yeah.
4225.
Yes, correct. 42 25. That's the answer. Thank you so much. And again, some more it is written. It's a game like. Shall we move? 75 and 75. How to do it?
5625.
Yes, 5 6 2 5. And 85 and 85 also.
7225.
7. 8 9s are 72. So 72 5. And 95 and 95. Same way.
90.
90. So we'll be getting 90. And here we can take 10 as the
Ma'am,
base.
you are not moving to the
So
next slide.
105,
Is it
105, and
are the
105.
questions on the next slide?
Next slide.
Are you asking the
Yeah,
questions on the
question.
next slide? I know you are just not moving it.
No, it's the same slide
Oh,
itself.
okay.
Okay. 105 and 105. This one. So here is 10. We are getting 10.
Yeah.
So 10, we can take it as a base. So 10 plus 1, so 11.
11.
11 into 10.
11025.
Correct. That's it. So here also we can take 12 as the base. Yeah. 12 plus 1 is 13. In that sense, 13 into 12. 13, 12 is
15625.
correct. So 156 and 24. Here again, 115 and 115. 11 we can take as the base. 11 plus 1, that is 12. 12 into 11. 12
132.
11s are very good. 132 and 25. That is the first very simple sutra. This is for especially for multiplication of numbers which ending with 5 and at the same time having the same base. So that is the one sutra. Next one is Andhyodeshakyapi. That sutra is there. It is a technique. Andhyodeshakyapi. This is the method of multiplication is here 7 and 3. So 7 3s are 21 as it is. We can write here. So 2 and 2 are the same numbers, base same. So 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 2s are 6. This way. Very easy and no need of any steps and all what we follow, our education system follow today, no need of any steps. Within the fraction of a second we can answer. No need of paper or pencil, nothing is necessary. And this is the way. 56 and 54 here also. 64. 6 4s are 24 and 5 and 1, that is 6. So 6 5s are 30. Here again 8 2s are 60. So, shall we do some exercise again? I need your cooperation. All of you, please. 18 and 12. This is 8 twos, 7 threes, 6 fours, 9 1. This is the peculiarity of this type of numbers. Only this type of numbers is come like this. So how can we do? 8 twos are 16.
8 2s are 16.
And then 1 plus 1, 2.
2.
1,
216.
6. So that is 216. Here again, 13 and 17. 7 3s are
7 3s are 21. 1 plus 1, 2. 221.
221, that's correct. And 16 and 14, these two are the numbers. 6 and 4.
6 4s are 24. And 1 plus 1 again 2. 224.
224, that's right, correct. Then 9 and 19 and 11. There is a problem. Yeah. So anyway, as per the method, we can write multiply 9 and 1, 9 we write. And 1 plus 1, 2, 2 1 is 2. Actually, we may get 29 as the answer.
But it's a 3-digit number, isn't it? So
Very
2
good. I'll say 3-digit number. We won't get 29 as the answer. That's the logic. We have to think of apply the logic. And this is this Vedic mathematics is the application of certain. We say that they are the base numbers. Base in the sense means they are the powers of 10. That is 10, 100, 1000. Likewise, base numbers are there. So here the base is 100 because it's a 2-digit number. So there should be 2 digits at the right part. So 1 9 9. Even though we get 9, we should make it as a 2-digit number by putting 0 there. So 209. And here again same process, 21 and 29. Can you please say the answer?
So it has to be a 3-digit number.
Yeah.
So 9 ones are 9s, which should be read as 09. And 21 times 22, right?
2
21
plus 1. 2 is the base number. 2 plus 1 is 3.
3 twos are 6.
6. So 6, 0, 9.
9. 609. Yeah.
Okay. Then 22 and 28. Same process.
So 3 numbers should be there.
Yeah.
8 twos are 16. So after 2 comes 3. 2 times 3 is 6.
6.
on 6.
So 6, 16. So 2-digit number.
16.
And
6
now 23 and 27.
23 and 20.
27.
So 3 number should come.
Yes.
3 sevens are 21. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 21.
621. That's correct. And 24 and 26 again. 6 and 4. 24.
24 and the 2 threes are 6. 6 24.
Yes, 624. That's the answer. So this way, this is there is a peculiarity of this number. So what is the peculiarity? What about the peculiarity? This can be applied. This sutra is applicable to only these type of numbers. That's all. Not a general case. And
Yeah,
here,
can you just tell me the previous question, ma'am? 24 times 26. What was the previous question?
24 and 26.
And before that?
And the answer is 6 and 24. 624.
Yeah. And what was the question before that? 24 times 26. Before that, you told me a question, right?
23 and 27.
Yeah. So, it's like 2 numbers were right of 25 and 2 numbers were left of 25. Something like that.
No, sir. No, that.
See, 24 and 26, right? So, in
Yes.
between comes 25. And to the left comes 24. 1 unit left, 24. 1 unit right comes 26.
Yes.
The previous question, 2 numbers to the left comes 23 and 2 numbers to the right of 25 comes 27.
Okay. In that way, okay. But
I'm
see
not sure whether
the unit
that's right.
digits of numbers. The unit digits is the
Unit digit sum is 10.
yeah, that's correct.
Some is 10. Yeah.
Some is 10 because we have selected this type of combinations 8 and 2. That is sum is
8
10,
and 2.
7,
Yes.
3, 6 and 4, 9 and 1. Like this type of combinations we have selected. And then only this is possible. So and not only that, the base numbers or the left side numbers should be same.
Yeah.
These two conditions to be applied. Then we can, by applying this one, we can do. And now some more. Okay, leave it off and we'll do some other. We will go on to next sutra or else here is the next sutra. This is a special case or that is a Nikhilam Sutra. We usually say that it's a Nikhilam Sutra. This Nikhilam Sutra, that is, it is a Purak, the complement of a number. Complement of a number in the sense means complement from the base number. So base numbers are 10, 100, 1000 likewise. And what is the difference between 10 and 8? We know that is 2.
Yeah. True.
So 2 is known as a Nikhilam of 8. We usually say Nikhilam of 8. And they are complement to each other. 8 is the Nikhilam of 2 because they are the unit digit numbers. And the unit digit number means it is closer to 10, not to 100 or 1000. Unit digit number. And if it is a 2-digit number, it is the base number is 100. If it is a 3-digit number, the base is 1000 likewise. So whatever be the number, we can just find out the Nikhilam of those numbers by how this is the sutra application. First of all, you have to see that 9 to make say a number, that is make it 10. Make it 10 to be all from 9 and the last from 10. That's the sutra. Nikhilam Navatascharamam Dashata. Last from 10. Last number, that is last number in the sense means it's a unit digit number, should be subtracted from 10 and the remaining to the left side all digits should be subtracted from 9. So in this situation, 9 to become 10 is 1. We can write at the unit part as 1. And remaining all digits should be subtracted from 9. So 3 to become 9. How many more needed? So 3 to become 9, 6 needed. So 6. And 2 to become 9, then 7 is needed. Is the sutra clear? Last digit should be subtracted from 10. Last digit means unit digit should be subtracted from 10 and the remaining all digits should be subtracted from 9. And we'll do some exercise. So let's see only 36. That's enough. 36. What is the Niculum of 36? Niculum of 36 means we can take this 6 to 10. That means we have to add 4. So here in the unit place, we need to write 4 and the remaining all digits should be subtracted from 9. So 3 to become 9. How many more? So 6 more. And the answer is 64. Here 1000 minus 289. Here the process, actual process of is we are borrowing one from here and to this side, and after that again borrowing one from to this position. Again the place values are changing, and again we are borrowing one from to this side, and this becomes 10 and remaining all from 9. That's there, but no need of doing all those type of calculations. Only by just having a look at the number, we'll find out the answer. So here this question, this is it's a long question. It's a many digits are here. The answer is we can go from left to right or from right to left. Whatever be the way we can find the difference of these two. If we go from left, we can make it 3 to become 9. That is 6. 8 to become 9. That's 1. And 1 to become 9. That's 8. 5 to become 9. That is 4. 6 to become 9. And 9 to become 9. That's 0. And 3 to become 10. That is 7. So the answer is this way. For each one, this is the answer. 6184309. Can anybody please say the answer of this one?
We don't see the questions. Where is it?
Is the slides are not visible, sir?
I still see Vedic mathematics special function 10 difference 8 is 2 and all. That slide I could see.
It's not visible.
Slide number 22 I see.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't see this. Just now we saw.
Slide number 23.
23. Yeah, now we see.
Now we see. Okay. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Not visible?
9. Yeah. Okay, understood, man. Understood.
So the seventh question. Answer is 681 and 681. 687.
10 minus 7, 9 minus 8 is 1. 9 minus 7, 9 minus 8 is 1. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Did you get the answer?
Yeah.
Okay,
This was
thank you.
really interesting.
Okay. Now, this is one more. So can you see this slide now?
Yes.
Yeah, it is multiplication by nines. Multiplication by nines in the sense means this is a huge multiplication. Usual procedure, we have to multiply this 4 nines and 4 different steps, and afterwards one more step for addition of all this. That way we have to do. So in using this Niculum Navatascharamam Dashaka, it's very simple, and here it is 6143 into 9999. So first of all, this sutra, the application is Eka Nunina Purvena. This is by 1 less than the previous. Eka Nunena Purvena. And how to get the answer is, first of all, Eka Nuna. Eka Nuna means 1 less. You have to write the left part as Eka Nuna of this multiplicand, this number. 16143 minus 1, that is 6142. You can write it as the left part. And not to get the right part, we should write the Nikilam of that number. Only that much. 6143, what about the Nikilam? 6143, Nikilam means from the left to right, we have to write. So 6 to become 9, so 3. And 1 to become 9, it's 8. 4 to become 9, it's 5. And 3 to become 10, it's 7. So the answer is 6142 3857. This is the answer. And shall we do some interesting exercise also? Is the slide clear?
Yes. Yes.
So 73 and 99. What about 73 and 99? For getting the left part, you have to write Eka Nuna. So Eka Nuna of this number is 1 less than the number is 72. That's the left part. And for getting the right part of the answer, we have to write the Nikilam of that number. 73, what about the Nikilam? The Nikilam of 73 is 7 to become 9, that is 2.
27.
3 to become 10, that's 7. So the answer is 7 to 27. No need of any book or any pen, or nothing we need. Only thing is just have a look at the number and then just do the calculations in our mind and apply the sutra. We'll be getting the answer. So what about this one? 62 and 99. Left part is 61. And right part is Nikilam of 62. Nikilam of 62 is 38. 38. So the answer is 6138. Can you say, sir, this 385 and 999? This answer?
Five, 9,
385. 1 less is 384.
384.
And Nikilam of 385 is, we have to make this 3 9.
4.
Yes. 6. We will get 6. Make all these digits 9. So 3 to become 9 is 6. And 8 to become 9 is 1. And 5 to become 10. That is 5. So the answer is 384615.
1, 5.
And what about this one? 681 into 999. Left is 1 less than the number.
680.
680. Good. And the right part is Nikilam of this numbers. Digits. Nikilam of this number is 6, 3. Because make these two 9 and the last one 10.
3,
3,
1,
1,
9.
9. So the answer is 680319.
68031.
Yes. This one 38957.
389. What, ma'am? 3?
8957. 38957.
Times
5 number of nines. 5 times 9. 99999. Left part is 5, 6.
Nikhilam, what this is going to be?
From there onwards, from left to right, you have to write the Nikhila.
8, 9, 3. So 10, you have to subtract 7. 3. 9 minus 5 is 4. 9 minus 9 is 0. 9 minus 8 is 1. 9 minus 3 is 6. 6, 1, 0, 4, 3.
Yes, sir, correct. 3895 and then 61043. It's better to take addition instead of subtraction because, sir, you can do like this: 3, make it 9. How many more? So 6 more.
Hmm.
So 6 you can write. Then 8, how many more to become 9? So
Yeah.
1 more. 9, how many more? So 0.
Yeah. Right.
5, how many more? 6, that would be better because addition is more simpler than subtraction. Okay. And 6, how many more? To make it 10, so it is like this. And 7829 and 9999.
7, 8,
29.
9, 9, 9, 9.
Ah. One less than?
Yeah, 7, 8, 2, 8.
Ah.
And the other one, from 10 you subtract 9, you get 1. From 9
Yes.
you subtract 7, from 9 you subtract 7. It's 2, you get 7. From
Yes.
9 you subtract 8, you will get 1. 9 you subtract 2, you get 7. No, 9 you subtract 7, you get 2.
2.
So it's going to be
7, 8.
7, 8, 2, 8, 2, 1, 7, 1.
Correct. Okay, very good. And the next one more. 680213. And that was number of nines.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 0, 2, 1, 2.
Yes, 680212 is the left part. And from moving from left to right itself, Nikhila.
So it's going to be from 10 we subtract it. So 9 we subtract, you get 8. 9 subtract
7, 9.
1,
Yes. And
3.
3. Correct. So the answer 68021.
2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 9, 7, 8, 7.
87. That's it. And one more lengthy number 2827.
Yeah, 2, 8,
It's not 28, sir. 27.
2, 7,
91
9, 1,
865
8, 6, 5,
43
4, 3,
27.
2, 7.
Yes.
Let me repeat it, ma'am. 2791865432
Yes. That much number of nines.
So 2791865432
And then from left onwards, you can just continue, sir. Because you just take 2 as the leftmost number. 2 is there. Make 2 9. How many more?
2 and 7 9.
Yes,
2.
7 9. 7.
2.
Then next is 7.
No, 7 should be made to 10, isn't it?
No, that is the rightmost number. Rightmost.
Yeah, right. You are telling of the left. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, from here onwards, you can start
Okay, right.
from left to right.
Left. Okay.
That would be better.
7, then 2,
Yes.
then 0,
Yes.
then 8,
Yes.
then 1,
Yes.
then 3,
Yes.
5,
Yes.
then 6,
Yes.
then 7, and finally a 2.
No. Finally, we have to take from 10.
Finally,
Last digit.
yeah, 10, 10. So
10.
3, 3.
3. So that's right. Very good. Thank you. So it's a huge, a bigger number. Even calculators will fail, will take much
Yeah, if
time
you do
for
by the
doing.
calculator, I think it will just give you some decimal and 10
Yeah,
times to something.
that's such a number of times only that it will be given, and within fraction of a second, we can complete the answer by the application of Vedic mathematics. Likewise, many sutras are there. So, what about the time? Shall we? Is it time or?
Time, Miss. Time.
Okay, okay, Mel. For the time being, we are stopping here. Anyway, thank you very much. It was a wonderful experience, especially Bibin sir. I think, sir, you are following this Vedic mathematics also, and I think, thank you all. Thank you for inviting me for this session, and I'm so happy that I'm here, and I wish all progress and prosperity for the institution. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for the wonderful session. Dear participants, if you have any queries, please share. I invite Professor Surjit to present a virtual memento.
Thank you, Smita Miss, for giving us a wonderful lecture on behalf of Department of Electronics and Communication as well as all participants. I wish to give a virtual memento to her for giving us a wonderful class on Vedic mathematics and Indian ethos and all. Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, sir.
Now I invite Professor Bibin Binu Simon to say vote of thanks.
Good evening, all. So it's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this day 6 of the ADAL FTP, and in acknowledging all the people who have contributed much in bringing this ADAL FTP. The session of the day 6 a great success. So initially, let me thank Dr. Smithayas, Assistant Professor, MG University, for spending her valuable time in making this session very interesting and very innovative. We really enjoyed the session. I'm just telling from the bottom of my heart. We felt as if we have just gone back to our early days, as if we are just back to our school or our college. We are just listening to a wonderful class from an eminent professor or a teacher. And we felt really happy in getting such a session, and also we have felt very proud in being an Indian, that we have so much values, and we are very fortunate to be an Indian citizen, right, where all these wonderful values were contributed to the world. And it was very nice that you have presented all those things in a very wonderful way. Your views on all these topics were really interesting, and it was really, it made us think a lot, particularly during the time where we see strange incidents that have made us more to think on these things. And we should also motivate our children in such a way. And all the things that you have told was really wonderful. And on behalf of all those who have gathered over here, and on behalf of all the distinguished personalities from College of Engineering Periman, I just want to thank you ma'am, for being a part of this ADAL FTP and in blessing us with your wonderful speech. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Smita ma'am. Also, I would like to thank all the people who have gathered over here and the coordinators, all the people who have contributed much in bringing this FTP, the day 6 online session of this FTP, a great success. And let's all join back for the offline session back on Monday. So I would hand over this mic to Professor Surjit. If he wants to make any announcement, he can have it. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Miss, and thank you, all participants. Today's session is over. The details regarding the offline session will be informed you through our group. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Okay.